The family living room. The scene opens with the soft hum of family chatter filling the air. The large living room is cozy and warm, decorated with family photos on the walls. Laughter and conversation surround the dinner table where the extended family is gathered for a reunion. Jordan, feeling out of place, sits on the edge of the room, his phone clenched tightly in his hands, pretending to scroll but barely registering anything. He occasionally glances up, watching his family interact. His father, Rick, stands by the fireplace with a stoic expression, eyeing everyone with a critical gaze. Rick, this is all just a big circus. No one here knows what real success looks like. Jordan, sensing his father's discontent but not wanting to engage, shifts uncomfortably in his seat. His older brother, Evan, laughs loudly with a group of relatives, his charm and confidence glowing in the center of attention. Sophie, the middle child, leans against the kitchen counter chatting with their mom, Grace. Jordan avoids eye contact with them, feeling like the odd one out. Grace, Rick, why don't you join us? Relax for once. Rick, relax. With all these failures around me? Jordan's stomach churns as he hears the harshness in his father's voice. He can't remember a time when his father was ever truly proud of him. His anxiety mounts as the night continues. The tension grows. Dinner is served. The family gathers around the table, and the conversation naturally turns toward career achievements, the pride of the family. Evan, as usual, is the star of the show. Evan, so, things are going great at work. My team's hitting all our targets, and they just promoted me to project lead. I'm heading to Europe next month for a major deal with the clients. Sophie, that's amazing, Evan. You deserve it. Jordan listens, the weight of his own failure growing heavier with every word. He wants to speak, to share that he's been looking for opportunities too, but fear and insecurity keep him silent. He shifts uncomfortably in his chair, unable to avoid the looming shadow of his father's gaze. Jordan, I've been looking into some jobs too, Dad. Just trying to get my foot in the door. The room quiets, and all eyes turn to Jordan. He feels the scrutiny of his family, especially his father. Rick doesn't even try to hide his disappointment. Rick, what jobs, Jordan? Still wasting your time on dead ends? Jordan swallows hard, his face reddening. The words cut deeper than he expects. He feels exposed, humiliated, like a failure in front of everyone. Jordan, I'm just trying, Dad. I promise. The entire table falls silent, the only sound is the clinking of silverware against plates. Rick's face hardens as he looks directly at Jordan. Rick, no, Jordan. You don't try. You just fail. You've always failed. The room is thick with the tension. Jordan's eyes burn with unshed tears, and he feels like he's suffocating. His entire body feels numb as his father's harsh words sink into his chest. Rick, I'm proud of all my children, except the loser. The words hang in the air, suffocating the space. A pin could drop, and it would sound like thunder. Jordan's world crumbles. He stands up abruptly, his chair scraping violently against the hardwood floor, drawing the attention of everyone in the room. Jordan, I'm done. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep trying to be who I'm not for you. Jordan turns and storms out of the room, his heart pounding in his chest. Grace's face falls as she watches her son leave, but she says nothing. The family sits in stunned silence. The walk outside. The camera follows Jordan as he walks through the front door into the cold night air, his breath coming in sharp, shallow gasps. He walks down the driveway aimlessly, his thoughts a whirlwind of emotions. His father's words echo in his mind, louder with each step. He has always tried to meet the impossible expectations of his father, but nothing ever felt like enough. The weight of failure is crushing. Jordan walks for what feels like hours, the cool wind doing little to calm the fire inside him. Suddenly, he hears footsteps behind him. He stops, sensing someone approaching. It's Evan. Evan, Jordan, wait up. Jordan turns around, eyes red and swollen from holding back tears. He looks at Evan, not with resentment, but with a quiet, broken sadness. Jordan, what do you want, Evan? To tell me how much better you are. How much Dad loves you more. Evan, no, Jordan. That's not it. I didn't mean for him to say that. I swear. I know how much you're hurting. Jordan laughs bitterly, wiping his eyes as he tries to steady his breath. Jordan, hurting? I'm just tired, Evan. Tired of pretending I'm someone I'm not. Tired of trying to be someone I'll never be. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Evan, I get it, man. You think I've got everything figured out? I've been in your shoes. I've been where you are, but it's not about Dad. It's not about being perfect. You're not a failure. I know what you're capable of. Jordan looks at his brother, his expression torn between anger and vulnerability. Evan's words break through his walls, but the pain of being constantly overlooked by their father is too deep to ignore. Jordan, it doesn't matter. He'll never see me as anything more than a failure. Evan, you've got to see it for yourself, Jordan. You've got to stop seeking his approval. I know it's hard. But you don't need him to define you. Jordan remains silent for a long moment, still unsure of how to absorb what Evan is saying. But the words linger in his mind, offering a glimmer of hope. A moment of clarity. The next morning, Jordan returns to the family home, exhausted but resolute. He enters the kitchen, where Grace is making breakfast. She looks up at him, her eyes full of concern. Jordan sits down, rubbing his eyes, still feeling the weight of the night before. Grace, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I can't believe Rick said that to you. Jordan sighs, his voice soft but filled with pain. Jordan, I don't know what to do anymore, Mom. I'm trying so hard, and it's like I'm invisible. Like I'm not good enough. Grace, oh, baby, you're more than enough. You've always been enough. I love you, and that's all that matters. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Not Rick, not anyone. Jordan looks at her, feeling the weight of his mother's words. For the first time in a long while, he feels a sense of relief, but the ache of his father's rejection is still there. Just then, Rick enters the kitchen. His face is conflicted, guilt written across his features. He glances at Jordan, then at Grace, and sighs deeply. Rick, Jordan, I shouldn't have said what I did. I've been too hard on you. I'm sorry. Jordan stares at his father, the apology feeling distant, yet somehow still significant. He feels the old familiar sting of unmet expectations, but knows deep down that his father's words don't define him anymore. Jordan, I don't need your apology, Dad. I just need you to see me, for who I am. Rick stands still, his shoulders slumped in defeat. For a moment, it seems as though no more words will be exchanged. But then, Jordan walks out of the kitchen, ready to face the world on his own terms. A new beginning. Later that day, Jordan stands in front of the mirror in his bedroom. His reflection stares back at him, eyes red but determined. The old sense of self-doubt has not completely disappeared, but he feels a shift within himself. For the first time in his life, he realizes that he doesn't need to be who his father wants him to be. He can be his own person. Narration, Jordan's voice, maybe I'll never be who he wanted me to be. Maybe I'll never meet his expectations. But I'm learning, finally, to be proud of who I am. I'm enough. Just the way I am. Jordan smiles softly at his reflection. A small but significant step forward. He takes a deep breath, opens the door, and walks outside, toward a new chapter of self-acceptance and growth.